Alright, here we go with the worst, and I mean the worst movies of 2011 from a whole gumbo pot of horrible movies from 2011. They're like that $5 cart with all the $5 movies at Walmart, where you maybe like one or two, three was worth even buying. Well, we go ahead with the top 10 of all time. Number one is not of all time. What am I doing? 2011. Okay, not of all time. But New Year's Eve, a movie that is all about New Year's Eve and nothing else. And it's like the sequel to Valentine's Day, which was another horrible movie. They gumbo pot all these celebrities into one big bowl and say, here you go, it's called New Year's Eve. And everybody's eating it all up. And it's really stupid. Plots are all over the place. You forget characters. It's just a total waste of time. Number 9 is The Hangover 2. And everyone's saying, man, this is exactly, it's kind of like the first one. No, it is almost a carbon copy of the first movie. The only thing that's different is that instead of the fun you had because it was Las Vegas, the fun has been replaced with Thailand. There's nothing fun about Thailand. I'm sorry for the people that stay there. That movie didn't make me go, oh man, yeah, Thailand, man, I see how that could happen, man. Yeah, that seemed like a good time. No, it wasn't a good time. And number 8 is Apollo 18. It was really, really bad. It's a movie about like why we didn't go back to the moon, and it was a short documentary film. Normally I don't use the smaller films because they were supposed to be garbage, but I feel like once you make it to the theaters, to the big screen, you had a big enough budget to do so. Plus, this movie was advertised like crazy, I saw, as it was gonna be something good, and it turned out to be crap. Crapola. Could have been higher on my list. I mean, I actually think I probably would have switched it with 7, but we're gonna just keep it the way it is. Number 7 is Conan the Barbarian. There is no way. This is a slap in the face to the first Conan the Barbarian. I mean, I think they should have gave Honor an Oscar compared to what they gave this guy. I mean, this plot, there wasn't a plot, I don't even think. This guy has a mask on his face and is supposed to be having all this power, but instead he demonstrates none of it. It's just really silly, it's senseless, pointless, and I don't even know what this movie was trying to do. I thought it was like a spoof of Conan. But brings me to number 6. Number 6 is Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1. As we really didn't get anything from this movie, we got a wedding, we got a girl getting pregnant, and then people having a spat who were friends, and it goes off. And really, this is just supposed to be a setup, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't judge it, but it's horrible acting mixed with just insignificant action scenes that they classify as action. A lot of people barking. It smells like a reality show that should have never made it to the big screen. And number 5, Jack and Jill. Adam Sandler's probably worst film he's ever made. This time the script wasn't just bad. He was annoying playing the sister. I almost said his sister. The only thing was effective was that I really believe that was another member of Adam Sandler's family who was just as annoying as he was. And this movie failed. If it wasn't for the Al Pacino part at the end and his actual line that he says at the end, which probably would have sufficed for the entire movie, when he said, burn this. He might have been talking about the entire movie. Number 4, Sucker Punch. See? These movies all sucker punched you. And remember how great the previews looked? All this artwork, all this illustration, and that was it. The rest of the story was so choppy and so all over the place, and it just made zero sense that they wrote the movie around 3 big action scenes. So they filmed the action scenes first and just feel like, okay, let's write around this. Never do that. Learn from the Pirates of the Caribbean. And now, we move to number 3, Priest. Whew. The sequel to Legion seems like a similar horrible movie that started Paul Bettany and his continuous quest to make the worst movies humanly possible. What do they have in the script when he takes it? Because Priest was exactly the way it looked. It looked like it was going to be retarded and stupid, and you can survive train falls going at 180 miles an hour, and you can get up, and there's no problem if you're a priest. That's what this movie tells me. Well, number 2 is Roommate. The Roommate, rather. The spin-off and remake of Single White Female, and it fails horribly. Single White Female was a good movie. This was trash. Next, and the number 1 movie, which was the worst movie, was Paranormal Activity 3. It was by far the worst. Nothing worked in the movie. Nobody did anything. It was a bunch of stuff falling around, bunch of ghosts going everywhere. Nobody's paying attention to anything, any type of signs. Kids being lifted up by their hair, and the mothers are just, it's just horrible acting, horrible plot, and unrealistic, and just unimaginative. The story was all over the place. It was just totally ridiculous. Who in a right mind would ever waste money to see stuff fall over? And then I'm supposed to be scared by it? Oh my God! That just moved! And the whole theater's jumping. It's like, it's designed for a certain amount of audience that is just not me. I like to really be scared in movies. Actually, something has to be happening in order for me to be scared. When nothing's happening, and I mean, when they actually tried to make something happen, it was so unrealistic that now you turn something that was supposed to be ghost into like some type of cult following thing, and it just was terrible. So terrible. Don't even watch it.